We are currently experiencing one of the hottest months of our lives, and in my opinion, the UK theme parks are simply not prepared for this weather. Collectively, they have a water ride problem. At the time of recording, June 2026, we are in the middle of another heat wave where we are being warned it will get as high as 40 degrees in some areas of the UK. Again, not so long after we were warned about the hottest May on record. And when you go to a UK theme park, there's simply not enough water rides to do when the weather's like this. Over the last 15 or 20 years, we've seen a lot of the UK parks remove traditional log flumes or river rapids type rides and not replace them with new water rides. A couple of prime examples of this: Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they took out their log flume in 2006, replaced it with a roller coaster. Since then, they have added one new water ride, which was Splash Bash as part of Nickelodeon Land. That was in 2011. But they've also got Valhalla. But Valhalla is plagued with technical issues. It doesn't open all day, and sometimes it doesn't open at all. And that's a real problem when that is your main water ride attraction in your park, especially in weather like this. Now, Valhalla has had a couple of reimaginings. It was closed at the end of the 2011 season, reopened in 2012 with a new facade. Then it had a 3-year layoff when it closed at the end of 2019. Didn't reopen until early 2023. And then it's reopened with a lot less inside it, less boats on it, much slower queue than it used to have. And the problem is that queue is not shaded. So if you are queuing for Valhalla on a 30, 35, 40 degree day, you're absolutely going to cook whilst you wait for it. And the other issue is it doesn't open all day. So in some cases now, Valhalla doesn't open until 2 o'clock and Pleasure Beach might only be open till 5 o'clock. So that's only 3 hours to do Valhalla, the main water ride attraction. On a day when it's anything above 25 degrees, you need a ride like Valhalla available. And very clearly there's a reason for it not opening all day, and it's very likely the running costs of it, which of course is a problem for the Pleasure Beach, but it's also a problem for us, the guest, when we turn up to a park and it's this hot. Because when you're at Pleasure Beach with no Valhalla and you want to do a water ride, your options are Splash Bash or the Log Flume in Nickelodeon Land. Two rides with low throughput, low capacity, and the children's area of the theme park. They're going to be mobbed. You're going to end up waiting the best part of an hour for them if Valhalla's not available. And that's where it frustrates me, because yes, it's great that Pleasure Beach added an extra roller coaster when the Log Flume had to go, because it had to go, but somewhere else in the park another water ride is probably needed just to take the pressure off Valhalla and the 2 water rides in Nickelodeon Land. Pleasure Beach are not alone in this. Alton Towers did something similar when they removed their Log Flume. They replaced it with a roller coaster, which we were all happy to see. Everyone's always happy to see new roller coasters. Log Flume closed, I think it was the end of 2015, maybe 2016. I can't precisely remember when that was. But of course, Wicker Man opened in 2018. Fantastic. We get a new roller coaster, exactly what Towers needed at the time. But here we are now in 2026. They've still not replaced the Log Flume elsewhere in the park with another water ride. And they just do not have enough water rides for the size of their park. Alton Towers is massive. The Rapids is not enough on its own to cope with the demand of people wanting to do water rides when the weather is like it is at the moment. I'm sat here trying to think about what other Alton Towers water rides there is. Well, there's Battle Galleons, but at points this year the cannons on it have not been working, so people have not been getting as wet on it. I don't know if that's still a thing. I've not been to Alton Towers for about 3 or 4 weeks, so I can't tell you right now if that is working at full tilt and as it's designed. But again, is something like Battle Galleons and the Rapids enough for a park of Alton Towers size on a day like today when I'm recording, when it's currently 39 degrees? Is it enough for a park like Towers with all that walking, all those areas with no shade, all the places in the park where you are just exposed to that sheer heat that we're getting right now? Humid, no breeze, sun just bearing down on you all day. There needs to be more water rides for people to do. Or, if not that, an indoor water ride that maybe doesn't get you soaked, but is a little bit air conditioned. Just, there needs, especially at Towers, there needs to be more than just 2 sort of big water ride attractions. And I wouldn't even consider the 2 that they've got as big water ride attractions. So I just feel that Pleasure Beach and Towers have never really replaced their Log Flume rides with an alternative water ride for guests. I'm not going to go through every single UK park which has taken out a water ride and not replaced it, but one last example that I want to talk about is Thorpe Park. Of course they have tidal wave, which will get you soaked. You don't even have to ride tidal wave to get wet. You can stand on its viewing platform on the bridge, or you can go as far as the exit walkway and you can just stand there and get soaked, which is fantastic if you don't want to wait for it. Other than that, they've got Storm Surge, and then, well, that's it. Because they removed Logger's Leap, and obviously they replaced it with Hyperia, which I don't think anyone is going to complain about. That, no problem for me. Absolutely fine. We've got a fantastic new roller coaster. Not the best at Thorpe Park in my opinion. Controversial, I know. But what we do need is an alternative to Logger's Leap somewhere else in Thorpe Park. And with the Rapids gone now as well, it really does put a lot of pressure on tidal wave to always be available, Storm Surge to always be available. And the issue is they've both got terrible throughput, they're not fun to queue for, and they both have their fair share of downtime. So three of the biggest parks in this country, Alton Towers, Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort, Thorpe Park, in my opinion, do not have enough for a hot day when you need more water rides to experience. Those three parks are not alone in this though. We've got an example with Flamingo Land where they are going to be reopening their Lost River ride. I think it's called Magi. I think that's its new name. Where it's been scaled down, the drop's smaller, the ride is different. You're going to go into an indoor section and no doubt it'll be some sort of simulator, which it is going to be cool. But they've been working on this so long that I'd actually forgotten it existed until people posted photos of them testing it and working on that area the other day. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, that ride exists. But when you go to Flamingo Land, I don't think they've got any other major water rides. Not that I can think of anyway. And then you go around the other parks in the UK, Great Yarmouth, Pleasure Beach, they took out their Log Flume. I don't think they've got any alternative. Southend, Adventure Island, I can't remember there being a water ride there. But there is one park that are going to start dealing with this soon, and that is Poulton's Park. Next season, they're opening a Mack water coaster. These Mack water coasters, the second generation version, they seem to be very popular. A couple of parks in Europe have built them. Now Poulton's Park are getting one as well, which I'm very much looking forward to doing next year. But this is the kind of thing that maybe we should be seeing at Alton Towers and Thorpe Park especially. They've got a bit more space than Pleasure Beach. I'm not sure where Pleasure Beach would put a Mack water coaster these days. But certainly for Towers and Thorpe, this is the ideal attraction. You're adding a roller coaster to your lineup, but you're also adding a water ride to your lineup too. And that can't be a bad thing, especially as seemingly every year we're getting more and more and more of these heat waves, which are quite simply unbearable at times. When I've posted about this subject on our Facebook page, there was a lot of comments from people saying, oh, come on, Scott, we're in the UK, we only get a heat wave once or twice a year. But that's not the case now. We get a lot of warm days where sometimes we'll get a week of them, sometimes we'll get one or two back to back, and then we'll go back to having a bit more miserable weather. But the humidity in this country is definitely getting worse. We're getting more hotter days like this where there's just no air and it's like 30, 35 degrees. It's actually mad to think that at the time of recording, this is the kind of heat that you can sometimes expect to get in Florida, which is just crazy. Because sometimes when you're in Florida, it's like you're in the hotel, you've got the air conditioning, you're all good. Then you go outside and it's like opening the oven door when you walk out the hotel and that heat hits you. The issue is at home, you haven't got that hotel level of air conditioning in your house unless you put it in there, of course. We don't have that. So it's like going from the frying pan into the fire. You go out of the house, you go into the outside, it's still roasting. And if people are going to theme parks, they're coming from probably a hot house, a hot car, a hot coach, something else, hot transport, whatever, getting into the park, and there's no way of easing yourself away from it by, oh, I'll just go on this water ride, I'll go on that water ride, because the issue is the water rides that are there, there's so few of them at these places that the pressure on these to be 100% reliable, which is never going to be the case with Valhalla and probably not with Tidal Wave either, you're relying on these rides to be open all the time, but the issue is they don't have great throughput either. So even if you do go and queue for them, it's not like you can just go, oh, I'm just going to jump on Valhalla and get on it really quickly. That just doesn't happen. You're going to be waiting 30, 40, maybe an hour sometimes because it's got low throughput. Same with Tidal Wave, same with other rides as well, with the water rides. So we just need more water rides in this country. And if we're not going to get them, we need more dark rides with air conditioning. But going back to the point of the weather isn't always like this. Of course, it's not always perfect sunshine and absolutely boiling year round, summer round. Thank goodness for that, eh? But we do have a lot of days like this where the parks need to be more prepared for it. Now, I get the argument that there's plenty of days where it's wet, windy, miserable, people don't want to do water rides, but at least the option will be there for those that are willing to do them. I worked on a water ride nearly 20 years ago, and regardless of the weather, it could be sunny, raining, snowing, whatever, it would always have a queue at ride close, and it wasn't a low capacity attraction. It had better capacity then than things like Valhalla does now. It used to shift a queue. It used to get people moving. People never really stood still in that queue line, but it always had a queue at ride close. It didn't matter if it was sunny, raining, windy, whatever. People came for it. People waited for it. They were quite happy to do it as the last ride. And I see this at Pleasure Beach too with Valhalla. Because of the experience, because it's a great ride and many people really do love it, people will willingly wait for it anyway, regardless of the weather. We've seen it on opening weekend at Pleasure Beach when all the enthusiasts are there. Well, that assuming Valhalla's open on opening weekend, that is. But when it has been open on opening weekend, we have seen lots of people doing it, and the weather could be awful. So water rides definitely have their place in the UK theme parks. I understand that it's not always sunny, it's not always roasting hot, but the lack of water rides is a major problem for the UK parks, and it's something that they really need to think about sorting going forward. One thing I am confident about is Universal United Kingdom Resort, still getting used to saying that, they will bring water rides to the party. They will bring their level of water rides to the UK. I'm not sure we'll get Pop Ice, which is probably a good thing because that is a soaker, but we might get something like River Adventure, Islands of Adventure. We might get something like that. We might get a water ride of that level where, yes, you do get a little bit wet, but you don't get too soaked. You might get a rapids ride, you might get an indoor dark ride, which is also a water ride. But I'm certain that they will bring water rides to the UK when they open in 2031. So that's all from me on the subject of water rides in the UK. What's your opinion on this? Does the UK have a water ride problem? Do let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.